welcome back to my channel. Hi babes, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, thank you for clicking on the video. My name is Rosa and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button down below. I'm going to be filming a Q&A as I get ready for class. I posted a sticker on my Instagram stories for people to ask me fashion school Q&As, but also college questions. They are mostly fashion oriented questions, but I have a couple questions about just college in general. So if you're interested in knowing what fashion school is like, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and keep on watching. Let's just get right into the video. So I already moisturized and primed my face. I have a couple scars, so please let's just cover these up right now. I'm not really going to go into detail about the products that I use like I mentioned before. I'm just going to do my everyday makeup and answer these questions. Before I start rambling, I should start off with the questions because I feel like I just talk so much. It takes me so long to get my point across. It's so annoying. I get annoyed by it. But the first question I got was, what is one piece of advice you would give to someone entering college? I feel like this is a good question to start off with because when you're entering college, you don't really know what to expect. I mean, yeah, you watch a lot of movies, you probably have relatives or friends that are already in college, but honestly, college is an experience for yourself. You need to figure it out on your own. One piece of advice I would probably have to give someone that's entering college is to be prepared for change. I was always this person in high school, and I feel like I've always been this person all my life where I had a straight plan. I had a plan and I thought that's how things were going to go. I had this, everything's going to happen year by year and how exactly it's going to happen. And I always felt like, oh, nothing is going to change that. I am very certain of myself. I'm very certain of the path that I'm going on. And everyone would be like, but you might change your major. You might change this. You might change that. Just be open to change. I think that's what it is. Be open to change. I was always this person in high school that thought had everything together, and I kind of did for the most part. I was that person that had her beginning to end all planned out. I always had a plan for things. I'm still the same way where I always need to have a plan, but I was so certain that nothing was going to change of my plan and that everything was just going to happen the way that I wanted it to happen. And when I came to college, that didn't happen at all. That wasn't the case. That took me by surprise because I wasn't expecting that. Now that I look back and I'm in my 4th year of college, it's so crazy to see how much has changed. My major has changed. Everything in college happens so fast. Your friend groups change. Everything changes. Nothing stays steady unless you are so in love with your major. And even though you think you might be in love with your major at first, you might end up changing that, because I know so many people that actually do end up changing their major. They say that they love it, but it's not something that they actually want to do as a career. You need to be prepared for change and know that who you are coming in as a freshman is going to be very different from the person that you are throughout college and then the person that you become after you leave college. At least that's what I've experienced and that's what people around me have experienced. So just be prepared to change. Change is very scary. I personally don't like change, but it's something that you have to learn how to embrace before it takes over you. I feel like I've spent all my time blending out this foundation as I answered that first question. But now the second question is more geared towards fashion and fashion school in itself. Second question is, do you always go to school dressed up? And I think it's funny that I got asked that because it is a misconception, I think, of fashion students in general. Just because we go to fashion school, people think that we dress up all the time. And I feel like if you're a fashion student or you're in the industry or somewhere around the art industry or anything that's creative, naturally we tend to always dress up. Even if I'm in sweats, I've been told, wow, even in sweats you still look dressed up. But really, I think it's just the way that we present ourselves and how we assemble our clothing pieces and how we style them. So honestly, no, I don't always go to school dressed up. I go to school like a hobo. Sometimes I don't even do my makeup. I just put on a hat, a huge sweater, a big pair of sweats, and my sneakers, and I'm out the door. I do that more often than not just because I don't have time in the morning. It doesn't even have to be in the morning. Sometimes I just don't wake up with enough time. I love to sleep in, so I don't have time to put on a whole outfit from head to toe or even do my hair or my makeup. So I just throw on some sweats and call it a freaking day. The next question is fashion a lot to learn? I think that with any major, yes, it is a lot of information because obviously you're learning a new subject. I feel like for a fashion major specifically, there's always new things to learn about the industry. The retail industry is always coming out with new technologies, with new trends, with new styles, always coming up with new ways to get the consumer to shop the merchandise. I am a fashion merchandising major. I don't know if that's one of the questions. I would have to look, but I'll probably have to answer that. But I'm a fashion merchandising major, which is the business side of fashion. So I am still getting a business degree. It's just concentrated on the fashion industry. So I think like, yes, every single day we're learning new things. Things are happening in the industry, but if you love something, like you truly have a passion and you love it, the learning aspect of it becomes so easy. It just becomes natural and you become so interested in wanting to learn more. At least that's how I personally feel. Coming from a different major, I was business administration before that. I was planning on concentrating on marketing and entrepreneurship. So I didn't enjoy any of my business classes back at UNH, which is my old school. Here at LaSalle, I just love my classes. I love what I learn every single day. Obviously, some of the classes are just so boring, depending on the professor and their style of teaching, but I personally just love most of my classes for the most part, and I am always very interested in hearing what the professor has to say and what I'm going to learn that day. The next question is, how's school going? I think school is going good. I personally just don't want to be in college. I don't want to be in this type of construct. I want to be in this type of setting, in this type of environment. I don't like the education construct of things, but I personally do love what I learn and my major and the people I've met. So school is going good. You might be confused as to why I say that, but I personally battle with mental health and depression while I'm at school, and not so much in my personal life. Like, yes, I do have it for certain things that do trigger it, but school is a big trigger, and that's a whole other separate video that I can do and a whole other topic that we can talk about. So yeah, I'm going to do my eyebrows real quick, and my eyebrows are a mess. I haven't been able to get them threaded, so honestly I've just been filling them in with this brow gel. My eyebrows look a mess, but I'm not even going to worry about them. Let's just move on. I had this one girl, her name is Rachel. She actually commented on my YouTube video, and then she DM'd me through Instagram, and she had a couple questions about LaSalle because she's considering coming here. So I'm going to answer the questions that she said. She actually had a lot of good questions that I think the average person would benefit from coming if you're considering coming to LaSalle. So I'm just going to answer the couple questions that she had. Her first one was, are there cliques like in high school when when everyone has their designated friend group? Is it like that at LaSalle? And yes, I think it is like that at LaSalle just because we are such a small school. I don't actually know our population size, but it's somewhere around like 2,000 something. I don't think we reached 3,000, but I might be wrong about that. I'm actually going to like search it up and then put whatever population size or how many people attend LaSalle on the screen. I think LaSalle is very cliquey, but it's a friendly type of cliquey because you can still make friends. I feel like I haven't really had a problem in making friends, and I've made friends with people that already have their other friends. Everyone that I've met at LaSalle has been super welcoming and very friendly, so I don't think it's a bad type of cliquey. I just think that you're going to naturally gravitate towards the people that you have things in common with and people that, you know, you want to be friends with and they want to be friends with you. I've been very grateful to meet amazing friends, and I'm so thankful that I've met them because of LaSalle. Her second question was, is it hard to do fashion merchandising there? That's the major she's pursuing. No, it's not hard. We are actually a fashion school. Oh my God, this glue. We're actually a fashion school, so we're known for fashion. given we have a whole bunch of different majors. Like we have exercise science, we have accounting, we have business, but we are known as a fashion school. So no, it is not hard to do fashion merchandising. I'm trying to put the glue on my eyelash and trying to concentrate at the same time. I'm trying to talk and concentrate at the same time. But no, it's not hard. Our top 3 fashion majors are fashion design, fashion merchandising, and fashion communication, so fashion comm. And I think it's really easy to pursue whatever type of major you want at any school, but you have to go to the right school. And I feel like LaSalle is the perfect fashion school, depending on what type of school you're looking for. I personally like a small school, and I learned that the hard way. It took me going to a huge college school and getting that college experience, the party aspect, the football games, all of that. Fraternities, I was in a fraternity, it was a co-ed fraternity. It took the whole college experience for me to realize that no, I prefer a small school. I prefer a school that's more a smaller classrooms, one-on-one with your professors, and more like-minded individuals, if that makes sense. So yeah, the next question she asked was, do you find that there's more positive, kind-hearted people, or there's a bunch of rude, annoying, snobby people? So that's something that in the fashion industry you're just going to hear all the time. People are stuck up, people are rude, people are always in competition. But honestly, everyone at LaSalle is super sweet. I don't know, LaSalle is like a much smaller school than UNH was, and I just find myself more comfortable here with the people. People are more welcoming, people are more approachable. Of course, anywhere that you go, you're going to find snobby people. I don't know if I can talk and put on my lashes at the same time. Oh, look at that. I think I did it. Sometimes lashes are such a hit or miss, like you either put them on well on the first try like that, or you have to keep on playing with them. I think anywhere you go, you're going to find those type of people that she described, rude, annoying, and snobby. Given, yes, we do have those type of people here at LaSalle, but I think they are a small amount of the population. The next question someone asked was, what classes are you taking? Let's see if I can do this off the top of my head. I'm taking retail operations, I am taking trend forecasting, which is probably my favorite class ever. I am taking statistics, which is part of my major. It's a requirement in order for me to graduate. I'm also taking ethics, which is also part of a requirement for my major, for my degree. It's part of a LaSalle requirement, not a fashion requirement. And one more class. What class am I missing? Oh, I'm taking professional development. So that's a fashion class, and it's geared to your professional development in the fashion industry. By the way, I don't always wear lashes to class. For the most part, I just love the look of lashes, and I love how I personally look with lashes on. These are the Kiss 11 lashes, and I am obsessed with these. These are so natural, and they just look so like full and fluttery. Like, you can tell the difference obviously, but I personally just love them. I don't think they're that exaggerated. Next question. How do you plan to use your degree to find a career? So I'm very lucky and very grateful to be pursuing a career that's so broad. I can do a bunch of different things. Even though I am pursuing a fashion degree, it's a business degree as well, so I can use that in the business industry, and then I can also use my degree in the fashion industry, and it's so broad. I can do a bunch of different things. I'm currently interested in visual merchandising. I wanted to be a buyer, but I don't think I want to be a buyer anymore. I love math, don't get me wrong, but it's just too much of like the analytical aspect, and I think that's boring. I don't want to do that. I had the corporate experience. I had an internship in corporate, and I just didn't like that 9 to 5 sitting at your desk. I think it was the department that I was in. I was in product development, but I just didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. So I don't think I want to be doing that. I'm more into styling right now and visual merchandising and trend forecasting, just like trends and the research that goes into that. So yeah, I'm more on the hands-on creative aspect of things, and I would like to pursue that. My ultimate like dream right now would be working for a magazine and styling photo shoots and fashion show production. I just love anything that has to do with clothes and just styling in general, putting things together and coming up with different type of concepts. I literally love that. My visual merchandising class last semester was amazing. This trend forecasting class that I'm taking now, if you haven't seen my last video there, I showed the type of homework that I do and the type of assignments that we work on, and it's more like mood boards and trends and just putting things together that look aesthetically pleasing. For the most part, that's just a summarization of what it is. So I love anything that has to do with that. I'm going to answer this last question and then I'm going to finish up my makeup, because if not, I'm going to be late for class. But the last question is, do you feel intimidated by other fashion students? And to be honest with you, I don't think I feel intimidated. If anything, I can't really talk while I'm doing my bronzer. I don't think I do. If anything, I feel inspired by them. I don't like the word intimidated, because that gives someone else like the power to diminish who you are as a person or your stance in whatever situation. So no, I don't feel intimidated. If anything, I just feel inspired by someone's outfit, by the way that they style something, or what they say in class. I'm going to finish my makeup and then I'm going to close this video because it's literally taken me forever. So I'm all done my makeup. All I did was put on some highlighter, some setting spray, and I threw on some more lip gloss. All I ever do is put on lip gloss. I hope you guys enjoyed this fashion school Q&A. If there's any questions that I didn't answer or any questions that popped in your head throughout this video, please make sure to leave them down in the comments below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!